Fair enough. I will tie up two questions. One is about the America First impact on becoming less involved in troubled parts of the world, but also unwilling, if you wish, to uphold international law and peace. And the second one basically asking if a Biden administration would be able to revert what has been done under the America First policy in terms of alliances, arms control, and all the developments we have seen over the past 4 years.
First of all, I would be careful to take the slogan "America First" just at face value. I used to often say, read the tweets, but then follow the troops, follow the money, and follow the policy. And if you did that, for example, you would read about the criticism of our NATO allies for not spending the 2% of GDP, many of them not spending 2% of GDP, some of them not even 1.5% of GDP on defense, as was agreed at the Wales summit. But in the meantime, we put an armored brigade back into Germany. Now it's out further in the east. We, together with our NATO partners, moved forces into the 3 Baltic states. We helped establish 2 new commands. One is logistics to push forces further out to the east than it used to be for the inter-German border standoff during the Cold War. Another new maritime one, or a renewed maritime one, that we felt we didn't need until we saw the resurgent Russia, and on and on. Now, that said, there's now a shift of some forces from Germany. There are other activities, and that's just NATO. The same could have been said until very recently about a number of the other places in which we're engaged. Certainly, the facts are that we intend to withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord, from the WHO, and there's a variety of other institutions and opportunities. I would contend, for example, that if you are really in search of a coherent and comprehensive foreign policy for China, that you would actually get into the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That would be a very powerful geopolitical step, less important, candidly, in terms of American GDP growth or trade, but again, a very important action in terms of this overarching, coherent, and comprehensive approach. I think certainly a President Biden could return the United States to the Paris Climate Accord, and has said that he will. Probably would dust off the Trans-Pacific Partnership, even though the candidate of his party in the 2016 election said that she would not be party to it after having campaigned for it for 4 years as Secretary of State. And I think all of us thought that there would be a skillful way to get back to it because of the importance of it in this overarching policy that I described earlier. Certainly, we would not leave the World Health Organization. And now I say all this, by the way, noting that there are lots of reasons to be frustrated with a variety of different international organizations, multilateral institutions. As some of the earlier speakers mentioned, they have not lived up to the hopes and aspirations, certainly of those who helped bring them into existence in the years after World War II. And some of them have ended up in a degree of gridlock that is maddening, beyond frustrating, and also very, very seriously frustrating in terms of the actual consequences of not supporting action that those institutions presumably were established to pursue. So again, I do think that elections do matter. By the way, I should note that I am a nonpartisan in the U.S. I stopped even registering to vote back when I was promoted to 2 stars in 2002. I don't campaign, support, or contribute to candidates of either party, although I do offer advice to those who seek it.
Thank you very much.